So NotTopical back with another video. I'm Strange Wang. He is Nate. This is our new show, podcast, whatever you want to call it. Not topical, where we talk about movies and things that are not topical to movies. So everything under the sun. First thing we'll start off on every show is movie news. What do you got for us?
So this week was actually really slow with movie news. There's not a lot of super interesting stuff to talk about. But one thing that I found interesting, and it also kind of like plays into his character because he seems like a pretty humble dude.
Me?
No, definitely not you. You are probably the least humble person I know. You need a big old help in a humble pie. But
how am I not helpful?
Anyways, Tom Hanks said in interview recently that he didn't say which ones, and I wish that he had. But Tom Hanks said recently that he thinks only 4 of his movies are good. So I thought it would be fun to talk about some Tom Hanks movies, because that is obviously wrong. Like, there are lots of really good Tom Hanks movies. So anyways, I wanted to speculate on which 4 you think that Tom Hanks thinks are good. It's got to be Castaway, or it's got to be Saving Private Ryan. I feel like it has to be Forrest Gump. I don't know if he's counting Toy Story or not.
See, I feel like he wouldn't count Toy Story because it's animated.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like he doesn't think Forrest Gump is good.
I mean, but it won Best Picture.
He's probably so tired of fucking hearing about Forrest Gump. He probably despises it.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he doesn't think it's a good movie. Okay, so Castaway.
Yeah.
Big. Sleepless in Seattle. You've Got Mail, which I feel like those are probably not 2 on his list because
probably not.
They were like
2 that I love very much.
Yeah, and like they're maybe more generic rom-coms, but they're like 2 of the greatest rom-coms of all time, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
they're
really up there. I definitely feel A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood.
I want that to be one of them.
Yeah, but I mean, even in just talking, Tom Hanks has more than 4 good movies, right?
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, but yeah, what 4 do you think that Tom Hanks? What 4 movies do you think that Tom Hanks thinks are his good movies?
I think based on his personality and whatnot, I think he really likes The Burbs.
You think so?
I feel like he's going to sneak in The Burbs.
Splash.
I love Splash.
Bachelor Party.
I even love Bachelor Party even more. The mom at Bachelor Party, she's like, a strange Wang right in my palm.
No.
I don't remember being in a palm, but apparently I was. So, I go with The Burbs. I feel like he would, like, really sunk his teeth into The Burbs. Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood, just because it's top 10 favorite movies of all time. I feel like he would think it's a little too weird, but I'm putting it in there anyways.
What do you mean weird?
Just like the style, like, that's the closest to a Wes Anderson type of style ever with the puppets and whatnot.
Well, yeah, those little parts of it.
Yeah,
sure.
And he feels like, what the fuck is this?
I don't think that he thinks that.
I don't think he says fuck, except for that one time he said it to that one guy.
I bet Tom Hanks says fuck.
Don't touch my fucking wife. You don't remember that? His wife tripped over like a paparazzi guy. He's like, "Don't you ever touch my fucking wife," or like something like that.
No,
dude, happened this year.
Oh, really?
I guess he got overshadowed by Will Smith.
Yeah, he almost Will Smith somebody. Jeez.
Damn.
I feel like Saving Private Ryan has to be one of them.
Sure. Or it's like a shitty movie, like Sully. Like, what? Why do you think Sully?
Yeah, I mean, I highly doubt he thinks that Elvis is one of his best movies.
Nah, Elvis sucks. Not sucks. Just the most mediocre stuff movies there is. Yeah. Would you say he's the greatest actor of our generation? Overall?
Wait, you mean like greatest actor that we have been like alive?
Yeah.
To see? No.
Or no, not of our generation, because like I would put Niro above. Well, maybe not.
Well, when you say of our generation, I would assume that you meant people around our age.
Where do you think living actors Tom Hanks ranks? Top 5?
Yeah, definitely top 10. Because that's the thing, he does have a lot of misses. You know? Like, homie's made a bunch of movies. Some of them, especially like in the last decade. Catch Me If You Can. We forgot about Catch Me If You Can.
That's on the top 4 for sure.
Yeah. And so not all of them are like really, really good. So I think that hurts him a little bit. But I mean, like...
But not all of them are going to be really good. Like, he's never had, like, stinkers. Like, the Niro has had flat out bad garbage movies.
That's true. The Post got really bad reviews. I had his IMDb pulled up, but your computer locked me out already. So...
Sorry. I don't want me to step on the Adidas.
You're fine. Alright. Oh, Pinocchio.
Yeah.
That's bad.
He got that for the money. Yeah.
News of the World. Incredibly boring.
Never heard of it.
Greyhound.
I don't even remember that. Is that the bus movie? They made a movie about the bus company?
I can't remember. As soon as I see it, I'm going to know what this is, but I can't remember what it was off the top of my head.
I think it was Boat movie, yeah, the Boat movie.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, but now he's just doing shit to make money.
Oh, The Circle? The Circle was terrible.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about Inferno.
Oh, I forgot about those. He did those, the trilogy of movies for the, like, religious cult or whatever the fuck it was. You know what I'm talking about?
Scientology?
No, not Scientology. I don't know.
I don't know.
I didn't watch the movies.
Sully was...
They had Angels and Demons. That was the second movie in the franchise.
Oh, yeah. Shoot, man, I'm blanking on...
Well, let's scroll down.
Angels and Demons was the second one.
I said that.
Bridge of Spies was decent. Saving Mr. Banks was okay. But that one gets shit now because now we know that Walt Disney was, like, not a great person.
Nobody's a good person.
Yeah, but there's a difference between being, like, openly anti-Semitic.
Oh, he's a Jew hater?
Yeah. And, like, being a bad person. Captain Phillips had a lot of buzz, but I don't think that he thinks that's one of his... Like, it really just got memed, you know?
Nobody's perfect.
Cloud Atlas is not good. Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close is decent.
Never heard of it.
I don't remember Larry Crown.
His 2010s. The Da Vinci
Code. Jeez. Charlie Wilson's War. Meh.
His, like, 2000s, 2010s is, like, early 2000s, 90s, 80s. That's prime Tom Hanks.
He played a character called Mailbox Elvis, and Elvis has left the building. No clue what that is.
Lady Killers is really bad. Road to Petitions gets a lot of love.
I feel like The Green Mile is getting worse with age.
I hate The Green Mile. That movie's so fucking stupid. It doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, why out of all of the people who write books, does Stephen King just have all of his movies made into books?
Because
books made into movies.
Because they think that they'll make money. All right, Apollo 13's decent.
Yeah, classic. Philadelphia's classic.
A League of Their Own, very good. Joe versus the Volcano is really fun.
Turner and Hooch.
Right.
Punchline, never heard of it. Big, obviously. Banger.
And now we're down to Splash, which was like his first, real movie, right?
He was on Happy Days? Who was he on Happy Days?
Dr. Dwayne Twitchell.
He was a doctor?
It has to be like just one episode.
Yeah, but who would take him seriously as a doctor in 1982?
Yeah, that's true. He would have been very young.
Oh, how do you feel about young doctors?
I mean, just Doogie Howser is just all I think of. Like,
I don't know. I don't go to the doctor. Well, I don't have health insurance. So.
They got that other show out now about some kid doctor.
Yeah, Norman Bates.
Yeah. I don't know what that's about.
Like, watching House, it's like, they're so, like, just because you go to school, you're so wet behind the ears as a doctor.
Right. Yeah. It is still very much so, you like, even after you have finished all of your training and are basically on your own as a doctor, you still have so much to learn.
Oh yeah, like it's so crazy. Which is like, just like I told you, I was like, bruh, I got this like weird thing now where it's like I'm gonna wake up one day and have symptoms and just like fall over and then be in like a fucking all one episode of House.
Yeah.
So did you finish House?
Yeah, I've watched all of House.
Bro, that first season is so good,
Mm-hmm.
but it just kept going and going and going and going.
The whole show just keeps going and going and going and going.
When it's him versus like the guy who donated all the money,
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, all right, it's going to end. Like he's going to beat him somehow. Season 2. No, that shit kept rolling.
Yeah.
I was like,
they...
bruh, you could have got 10 extra seasons out of this if you would have just cut. Because there's like 20 episodes in season 1.
House hangs on to storylines.
And now I'm on season 2.
Yeah.
Well, the guy who donated the money, he was out halfway through the season.
Mm-hmm.
And they just kept going. It's like, why? Now I'm on season 2. And it's not as good as season 1.
Yeah.
But Omar Epps
Mm-hmm.
is his temporary boss. That's where I'm at right now.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Nice.
Homegirl's scared to open up her herpes test.
Oh. Yeah.
So I just learned she's in the clear.
Nice.
Which is like, bro, you gotta open that because you just fucked Chase. Spoiler alert. Old show.
Man, you were into this shit.
But it's like, dog, he doesn't care.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I think that what pisses me off about season 2. It's like that big plot hole. Do I got a dirty dick or not? If I was Chase, that's what... these are the questions I need to know. He's a good-looking guy. He's a doctor.
Yeah.
Did he kiss a 13-year-old on the mouth and it was weird? Yes. But she had cancer, so you get a pass for that.
I mean, moving on.
Yeah. I wouldn't do it, but... You're a good-looking doctor. You got money. You're in America and you're a foreigner.
Mm-hmm.
You got an accent. Dog, you going to sling dick. But you can't sling dick if you think you got a dirty one. So she needs to...
Well, you shouldn't.
She needs to...
People do.
She needs to step up to the plate, open fucking letter.
Yeah.
And then House was like, yeah, I bet you're good. Then House... He didn't tell Chase. He doesn't like Chase.
Yeah.
How did that get
He's
dropped?
an ass. That's the whole point.
And in season 2, that just got dropped. He's fine now, you know? He tried to, like... make me lose my job and like went behind my back, and I kind of respect him for it, but then that went away. It's like,
yeah,
he's a devious son of a bitch by one, and I'm gonna like rub it in his face to everyone, and it's like, so good. But then season 2 is like drops all the storylines. Her husband's dying. I like his wife, and that's the only thing that matters.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, phooey. I also love. He's just like, when it was at the airport, motherfuckers just started writing him on the wall with makeup. And the TSA guy was like, you need to get on the plane. What about the fucking wall? He just covered this wall.
The TSA guy was like, I'm not the one that has to clean that shit up.
Bro, he was like, I will arrest you or you gotta get on the plane right now. It's like, the wall, bro. Think about shows. You finished Seinfeld yet?
Yeah.
Thank God.
Wait, no, I haven't. I'm on the last season.
What do you think so far? Greatest show of all time?
No, but I like it. It's fun.
So out of all the shows you've seen, top 5?
I'd probably get it top 5. If I was like, if you asked me, is it the best comedy TV show of all time, I would probably give that to you.
What's your number 1? What's your go-to?
My number 1 TV show of all time?
Yeah.
Probably still Friday Night Lights. I love Friday Night Lights.
How many seasons is that?
5? 6?
Okay, so it doesn't overstay its welcome then.
Mm-mm.
I feel like that's how House is going to get.
And it kind of reboots after the...
4 years.
I can't remember if it's the 3rd season or not. And then it hangs on to some of the characters from the like OG cast.
Well, yeah, they ain't graduated high school yet.
Right. Well, it's like, basically, it's like some of them graduate, they go off and do other shit. But then, like, the characters who didn't go to college and stayed in town, they're still in the show. And the people who were, like, sophomores or juniors from the first season are obviously there throughout. But it introduces, like, a bunch of new characters when it kind of does the soft reboot, so it feels very new. But
you could stick with that forever, then. Ideally.
Oh, they could easily bring back Friday Night Lights and, like, do a reboot on it, and I think it could be just as good, if not better.
And you'd be sitting there with a pillow like this. Come on, Coach Kyle. Get the first down. So, Futurama is probably like in your top 5 favorite shows, right?
Yeah, favorite. Yeah. I wouldn't put it in top 5 best of all time. I'm also just not a huge TV
we're
show
talking about
guy,
you
know?
as a person, your favorite.
Yeah, Futurama would be up there.
You picking Futurama or Seinfeld, which is better in your personal opinion?
Which is better or which is my favorite?
Which is your favorite?
After I finish Seinfeld, I will probably never like go through Seinfeld again. I have gone through Futurama probably 6 times all the way through. But like either way at this point, they're both just background noise for me. Like I'm not like sitting there paying attention and watching. Well, I am with Seinfeld because it's new and I have it. But like if I was to put one on again, it's just going to be for background noise.
I run through Seinfeld every year.
Huh.
All the seasons.
Yeah, it's a good show.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Love it.
It's hilarious.
I try not to watch it throughout the year though, but there's some episodes where I'll be like, oh, I gotta watch this. Like it was like 2 weeks ago. I was just like flipping through, and all I hear is, "I don't got a square to spare." And I was like, "Fuck, you're watching this one." Such good stuff. But yeah, I'm not a TV guy either. It's like I said, I watch like one TV show a year, but I saw like, and I watched King of the Hill this year. I went through that, and I was like, all right. That's my commitment for the year.
Yeah.
It's not going to a woman. It's going to a fucking propane animated salesman. That's my commitment of the year. But then all these clips started popping up on my YouTube Shorts page of House. And I was like, I like this guy.
Yeah.
So I started
He's an
watching
incredibly interesting character.
Yeah. He's a douche.
I mean,
don't like him.
like we people in general, like love watching incredibly flawed people.
And
makes us feel better about ourselves.
And rude assholes.
But we also like seeing them get better because that makes us feel good too. But
8 seasons, that's a long story arc. Especially if you think 20 episodes in a season. I'm assuming they're all like that. Apparently there's a spinoff show too. With a nurse later on.
Huh. I didn't
You
know
only
that.
have 1 season.
Spinoffs usually don't last that long.
But I like it so far.
Hmm.
I was really into it the first season though, as you could tell.
Yeah.
So, since you're married now,
Mm-hmm.
do you have to watch shows with her now? Do you guys have a specific show?
I'd never seen Stranger Things before, so we're going through that right now. And I love it. It's great.
Yeah.
Been really good.
That's one I'm waiting to end.
But yeah. And then there's like, shit we put on for background that we both like Cutthroat Kitchen. Or like shit like that. She's in a Survivor Fantasy League. So I've watched more episodes of Survivor in the last 3 weeks than I ever have, which is 3 episodes.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I enjoy watching it. It's not.
Who does that now?
What do you mean? Who does it?
Well, Joe Rogan did it, right?
No,
that
he
wasn't him.
He did
Who's
Fear
that?
Factor.
Oh yeah.
I don't know the guy's name. It's the same guy that's done it from the beginning, I think. I don't know,
sense.
but they're on like season 40 something of Survivor.
How do you get into a Survivor League? Is this a Facebook thing? Or just like her friends?
She knows everyone who's in it.
So it's like a friend thing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Ah.
But it's like
Interessante.
I think you pick who you think is going to win it at the beginning, and then every week you have to put in like you get 3 picks on who's going to get voted off, or 2 picks on who you think is going to get voted off, and then obviously you get points for getting them right and shit like that.
So is this like an NFL thing? We're putting money on the table.
I don't think.
Are they doing like a punishment? Like you got to eat like weird jelly beans.
I think it's
or
just.
hot chip.
I think it's just a gentleman's league.
Ah.
Yeah, just bragging rights.
You
Oh
can't
well,
say
no,
that anymore.
they have a trophy.
Say they them league.
So
Do you think that's gonna go away?
What?
Gentlemen's league, stuff like that.
I don't.
Because I remember I got in trouble at work when we used to work out together, and run food out the tables to old rich white people, and I said you guys. It's like a northern thing.
Hey, you guys.
I'm like, you guys need anything else? And I got in trouble for that.
With
those ladies.
With who?
The manager.
Like, she heard you say it, or they complained about it?
No, the fucking server was like, he can't say that to them. I was like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, that's really stupid. That's just an expression.
I say it to everybody.
Yeah, I mean, like, when I was working there, I guess I say y'all occasionally. I don't think it's like a integral part of my vocabulary like a lot of other people that we live with. But
I give you 2 hints. Nice ass, and the reasons why Nerd Throat became a thing.
Yeah, Lindsay. Yeah.
He only needed 1 hint. It could have been Carissa. Also very nice.
Yeah,
buttocks.
But I don't think. Well, A, she wasn't a server. She was a
true.
A bar back, and B, I don't think she would have said anything that stupid.
Yeah, that is true.
Anyways, no, I don't think the phrase "a gentleman's bet" is going to go away because it's classy. You know, like I don't necessarily think that is offensive. Now, like calling an obviously like trans person gentleman when you could very clearly see that they probably don't want to be called gentlemen, then yeah, you shouldn't do that because it's offensive and it's their life. Who gives a crap what you call them? Just call them whatever they want to be called. But
I'm talking about like terms.
Nah, I doubt it. I think that one's safe.
Safe. Speaking of things that might get canceled, fucking, could you imagine waking up one day and the Sandlot gets canceled because he says
you play ball like a girl? Listen, I think that there is like for certain things that are not just like overtly bad, there is an understanding that they are products of their time. Like, I don't think that like A League of Their Own is not going to get canceled because
they got a TV show out. Of course, it's not going to get canceled.
Right. And like, yeah, Ham saying you play ball like a girl is not going to get thrown out because it's like demeaning to the female race. He's a little kid in like
the 50s,
60s or something 60s. Like that. And it's like,
of course he'll say that.
Of course, yeah, exactly. Now, really, really old like 80s teen comedies, some of those should be canceled because they are like incredibly misogynistic. Like,
well, that's a product of its time, same thing.
Right, but it's not something that like I'm not saying, like I'm saying we just don't need to pay attention to them anymore because like nobody
does pay attention to them. The only people that pay attention to those movies, me, Mr. PG,
right,
and a guy named Finstock.
Right.
I believe we're the only people to watch this.
And that kind of proves my point. Because
like, yeah.
You're all three terrible.
I am not terrible. I'm also humble. I don't know where that comment came from earlier. I don't brag. When do I ever brag? The only time I ever brag is when I beat you in movie competitions, film for YouTube.
You, when we are not on camera, I think is a decently humble person. You, when we are on camera and you are on, is not a humble person.
Well, you know.
I had to spend, man, when me and my wife started dating, I had to spend so many conversations explaining to her the difference between Strange Wang and He Who Must Not Be Named because I don't want anyone to know my real name. But like,
I think that's fair. I think it's fair to say I don't want anyone to know my real name.
I didn't say your real name.
The last time someone found out my real name, they kept sending me nudes. And you blocked them. They sent you nudes too. Not of them.
Oh, that really weird guy that added us on Facebook.
He's not weird. He's cool.
But, well, he kept sending me like porn, and so I think that classifies a little weird.
Some days,
if you're watching, I really mean no offense, but that was a little odd to just send someone that you've never met before ever literal like porn gifts. Why would you do that?
Some days have made my day brighter, but then that one underage girl who was our biggest fan, that was weird.
That was weird. Yeah.
Strange things in these streets. I ain't talking about your boy. But you think you got it bad with your wife. You know how many people...
I don't have anything bad with
I'm talking about explaining the difference.
Oh.
You know how many people like ask me random ass questions that I don't remember because of things I said? Like, I got motherfuckers out here thinking I'm from fucking
Mongolia,
bro.
Yeah.
You would not believe how many times.
You were big on Mongolia for a while.
Well, it all became for risk. You got me, you and Adam and Michael. Well, let's play. It was really Adam. He was like, I got this game, Risk.
We played with Brian once too. I remember that.
Yeah. Because. Okay, that's for a minute. And I was like, I'm going to be a good friend because I'm a very good, humble person. And I'm going to play this game that he bought because he wanted to play it. But that game was fucking stupid. It took longer than Monopoly.
Risk can take a very long time.
I just shoved all of my players into Mongolia, which turned out not to be a bad strategy because I couldn't die because no one could take over Mongolia.
Right. It was like it took forever to like pick away at. Yeah.
And it like made the game longer, and I hated myself for it. But the time with Brian, I remember because your grandfather gave you that little pistol, and I accidentally almost shot a hole in your dresser.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you picked it up and had your finger in the trigger, and I was like, that is what, and it was a revolver. So
why would you load a gun that old?
Because what?
You said you wanted to get it checked out. That's why I had my finger on the thing.
It worked. I took it to the range and shot it multiple times.
Bro, that thing could have blew up in your hand.
Oh, I'll never shoot it again. I shouldn't have. Honestly, I probably should not have shot it the times I did. Because it is not in good shape.
You could have like, welcome back to NotTopical. This is my good hand.
Yeah.
Also scary.
Well, I did some research on it, and it's like, it's World War II era, and it's what they gave to military police. So it's
an MP.
Huh?
MP.
Well, M and P stands for military. I mean, you're referring to the gun that exists now.
No, the people, MP.
Oh yeah, it was issued to MPs.
The ones I was trying to keep Scooby Doo out off of the alien terrain.
Yes. Well, Springfield also makes a gun now called the M and P, which just stands for military and police.
No, I don't know anything about guns.
No.
Except for these two right here.
Yeah. Anyways. Homie almost just grabbed a loaded revolver off my desk and was about to squeeze the fucking trigger, and I was like, bro. I think I was literally like, that's loaded. And you were like, oh shit.
Bro, the worst case scenario, I would have had to pay for 3 shirts. You don't have a lot of clothes. And one of those shirts you don't even wear anymore.
I'm trying to remember which house that was.
That was...
The one with the basement?
No.
That Cotton lived in the basement?
No.
That's the house we played Risk at, though.
Then yes, that was it. I thought it was one before that. Because your room was the one on the back corner of the house. You move way too much.
I moved like 4 times in 4 years.
Because your dresser, you walk in. No, that was the one where Sean came over and we shot that video. Because that's why I thought I could be silly with the gun. Because I was doing shit with the gun that day.
Mm-hmm.
So when you moved to that house, where we had our first studio at, that was the house.
Yeah.
Because your dresser was right there.
That was in Adam's old room.
No. Our second studio.
Okay.
Our real studio.
Okay. Yeah.
That was the house.
So that was the one.
St. Andrews.
Off Broad River.
Yeah. That was the one. I almost shot a hole in your dresser.
Yeah, I barely... okay, yeah, I remember that house.
And you had less clothes even then, so it might have only been 2.
That's true.
You've never been much for clothes until, like, a year ago. You bought a bunch of clothes, and I was, like, very proud of you.
It's true.
Me, I personally love clothes.
Yeah. Anyways, he's not from Mongolia.
I'm not. So many females. Are you from Mongolia? Nah. If I don't really like him, I don't see it going anywhere. Yeah, I'm from Mongolia. What you talking about?
Or you don't even know where Mongolia is.
It's right above Indonesia. In Asia.
It is in Asia. I would hope you know where it was, because Risk is literally just a big map of the world.
Yeah.
But it's like nestled up against China.
Yeah.
It's where Genghis Khan's from.
Above Indonesia, China. Where Bruce Willis was hanging out in one of the rice bowls. And Marcel's was, if he's in Indonesia, China, and he hiding in a rice bowl, I want you to pop a cap in his ass. Something like that. I think he's saying you should pop out of a rice bowl. I don't know. I heard a very good Asian joke from an Indian guy. Because they were like, it's all comedians. And, not Andrew Tate. What's the other famous Andrew Schultz? the comedian who does a
yeah.
lot of crowd work.
Mm-hmm.
His podcast, it's him and an Indian guy. And the Indian guy moved to Texas, avoid taxes, Hollywood shit, too many homeless people, whatever the fuck. So they're like, what do they call you in Texas? Because Texas Southern, you know. And it was like, they call ice. That was the funniest shit. I was like,
that is funny.
That's the best joke I've heard in a very long time.
Yeah.
It's like they're going through all the names and he's just back there staying quiet. And he picked a spot and fucking killed.
Yeah. People don't really make jokes about ice anymore. They used to be big back in the day.
I don't know anything about ice.
Oh.
So, one's vanilla. They come in cubes. The rapper.
Ice Cube.
Vanilla ice.
Yeah.
It's like that shit sounds like a Starbucks drink now.
Iced tea.
Yeah. Forgot about him. I never understood.
My story begins at the dawn of time.
What is that?
You,
What's that from?
You ever picked at Rick and Morty at all?
I watched a little bit of it. First couple seasons.
There's
overrated.
There's an episode where, well, it's in the first couple seasons.
I've probably seen it though.
Well, there's an episode where they run into Ice-T and they find out that he's this like primordial being of like otherworldly entities that are all shaped like letters of the alphabet. And that is why he has actually called himself Ice-T, because his original form is just like a giant block of ice in the shape of a T. But when he transforms, they're like, holy shit, like, Ice, what's going on, man? And he just begins it with, my story begins at the dawn of time. And then he just explains all of that.
Like, he only had one real big, like, huge rap single, Cop Killer, all K's. And then he just, like, transitioned out of rap. But he's always been known as a rapper. And I never understood that.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, you the guy from Law and Order. You're
not
a rapper.
I was about to say, John Mulaney actually has a really funny bit about his character in Law and Order. About how, like, he has worked on the sex crimes unit for, like, however many years now. And is still just consistently surprised every time someone, like, does something really fucked up. He's like, you mean this dude likes to touch little girls? And they're like, yeah, Ice.
Another day at office, dog.
You work on the sex crimes unit. Like,
he has, like, the greatest Twitter ever.
Does he? I don't
like, big fan of his Twitter. But also, I saw, we didn't talk about movie news very long because there wasn't any. I saw this on Twitter. They were getting, him and his wife Coco was getting shit for them, like, washing their daughter in the sink. And I was like, that's some old Southern shit.
That's, like, super normal.
And then I read it. She's 6 years old.
Oh.
Dog, that's a big ass sink.
Yeah.
That sink's huge.
I'm a big fan of giant kitchen sinks. They're really convenient, but that is odd to be washed. That's like those moms that, like, be breastfeeding their kids till they're, like, 8 or 9 years old.
Yeah, like that little dude in Grown Ups. Shit's weird. You know what I'm not a fan of?
What?
Online dating.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
How's that been going?
And that's our segment later on. Good transition, I think. Tinder bingo. What a great idea. I got the best ideas.
Real humble.
That's a really good idea. I told you that. And you was like, you smiled.
Yeah, it's funny.
And he was like, that's really good.
Well, yeah, we'll see if we can fill up a whole bingo board with Tinder things. But...
See, I think we have to break it up. Because, like, you can't just put food on there, even though someone will just put food.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta break it down to the, like, main foods. Tacos, sushi.
Wine.
Yeah.
Beer. A seltzer.
Yeah. Like, you gotta break it down a little bit.
Okay, I feel you.
Traveling. Alright, traveling. Spooky season. That, like...
Oh, yeah.
Because, like, a lot of them will, like, just use the same things and whatnot.
Not here for hookups.
Yeah. That can be one.
Yeah, no, that is absolutely one. That's on so many Tinder pages.
But, yeah. Not good. It's not going good at all. I sent you that one, that crazy girl. It was like...
That was weird.
We were talking about piercings, and she was like... Something, put a gun in my mouth.
Well, no. So I actually just reread this the other day because it was saved in our chat.
You saved it. And I was like, who did he send this to?
I didn't send it to anybody. I just wanted to be able to reread it. So you were like, do you like this piercing or this piercing better? And she's like, oh, I like them both. And you were like, okay, well, like, gun to your head. Like, just the expression.
Let's just give me a fucking...
Just the expression, gun to your head, you gotta pick one. And then she said something along the lines
gun
of,
in my mouth be hot
"Oh, I
while
gotta
you
pick
fuck
this,
me."
but having a gun in my mouth while you fuck me would be hot." And I was just like, "Whoa!" Like,
Horny.
unmatch.
She had those lawsuit kinks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because as we've already covered, you with a gun in your hand is not a good thing.
No.
So,
I've shot guns before.
well,
Sideways dog, kill shot.
that's actually
But,
really ineffective and inaccurate way to shoot a gun. But,
yeah. I was like, what the fuck? But I hate, like, just give me an answer. That's all I want.
what was the girl that's you asked her something about movies and she was like, "Does the Eurovision movie count?" or something like that?
No, she saw I have like movies in my bio.
Oh,
so that's what she opened with. She was like, "It's Eurovision good cinema," and I was like, "Fuck out of here."
It's not good cinema, but I like that movie.
I don't want to date anyone like Strange Wang. I don't know if because like a lot of people I know is getting married. I don't think it is. I genuinely think I want a relationship. I don't think you think that.
Wait, you saying that you think that you do want one?
Yeah.
No, I mean, I can see you being right. I don't think that you know how to properly look for the right person to have a real healthy relationship with, but I believe that you are ready for one.
Shit, I can agree with that. Because
Because you get too hung up on superficial shit.
Yeah, of course.
Right.
That's why I only had my heart broken 3 times and it all been mixed.
Yeah, like you could be talking to someone and like, this person's the greatest person ever. And then there's like one movie that you love and they're like, "I hate that movie." And you're like, "I can't be with this person, blah, blah, blah."
When has that ever become a thing?
It's just like a generic example. You're like...
No, because the Britney thing, that just didn't work out.
Which one was that?
The one really...
In Greenville?
No.
Oh.
No, the Greenville one was like, you know, like, I want to do this, this, and this for my life. And I was like, I can't do that because I have a YouTube channel. These are my hopes and dreams.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, hopes or dreams are me. And I was like, I ain't going to be put in that situation because if I'm put in that situation, guess what?
Well, yeah, you should not be with someone
I'm in losing battles the rest of my life.
Yeah, you should not. That's a good leave. You should leave that one.
And if I, like, honestly though, if I wasn't, if we wasn't doing YouTube videos, I probably would have moved down there. She a freak. She had OnlyFans. We'd have been making money hands over fist.
Wait, but this is the same one who was also dating, but not dating her pregnant
stripper girlfriend? Yeah.
lesbian roommate, but they didn't actually do anything.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
That was weird.
Yeah, it was.
Not the, like, lesbian part. Like, that's fine, but the situation itself was, like, very odd.
Yeah, there's a word for it.
It was like an asexual...
partnership.
Yeah, it was odd. Yeah. The way she described it was odd. I'm not saying, like, if that's the life you live, that's wrong or odd or whatever. It just, like, this specific situation was just really out of the blue.
Yeah. She spoiled me, though. I probably would never do half the things.
I will say that. You are oddly good at finding women who just buy you shit.
Yeah.
Like... And I don't think that you're asking for it either. I think
no.
Life
just works out for me. And people don't understand that. The people I work with, I'm not going to say they're jealous of me, but they are upset because I just fall. Well, some of it's like I can see opportunities. Sure. I'm an opportunist, let's put it like that.
Yeah.
If I can see someone's going to buy me something, of course I'm taking it. Like, well, not anything on this wall. Our last studio, everything in the studio was free. Because people give me stuff, you know. I'm very good at it. But yeah, Tori, that was one that one kind of hurt. Because like one, it's like, I'm never going to do half these sexual things again. Because you're on OnlyFans and you're very freaky. So, that sucks. Brittany, she was the one that lived in Charleston.
Yeah, I remember. That's the only one that I like really remember.
Tiana.
Oh no, I remember her. She
didn't break my heart.
I accidentally shot her in her freshly pierced nipple with a Nerf gun.
But yeah, that didn't go anywhere. Very toxic.
She was crazy. I mean, like,
very toxic.
That isn't.
Well, that's why it's fun.
Unhealthy. This is what I'm talking about. You got to stop.
Always have something to talk about.
You got to redefine what you think is fun.
Life was never boring with Tiana. Great sex too. Who else? Angel. That was the worst one.
Angel.
Yeah, Angel. That was bad. Because then it made me be a bad person, you know? Because I cheated on her with someone who bought me. But, well, I didn't cheat. We weren't technically dating.
Well, nobody made you do anything.
Well, we weren't technically dating either. You the one said we were dating.
Right, but you just said
just
it made me a bad person. Nothing makes you a bad person.
True.
You are in charge of your own shit.
Alright, then I'm not a bad person then. But, yeah, that was...
I think my point was you made you a bad person.
That was a weird year. Because I was in love half a year. And then the rest of the other half of the year, I cheated on her. If you want to say.
Would she have been upset if she found out that you were sleeping with other people?
Shit, probably.
Okay, well then, your relationship has evolved to a level of trust, or whether there is a label on it or not, that
the
is
whole
cheating.
reason why we were in that label, I was ready to become a stepdad. Call me stepdaddy Wang, you know what I'm saying? But she
I think you would have gotten there.
She had the trust issues.
Yeah, sure. But you do too.
Not anymore. I think I'm Gucci now.
Well, good. Proud of you. You did then, though.
But, like, online dating's no bueno. That shit sucks, dude.
I mean, I guess I can't talk because I met my wife through online dating, and, like, she's the best thing that has ever existed on this whole planet. But I got lucky, I guess.
Yeah.
But there was a lot of shit in between. I mean, like, online dating sucks.
Yeah.
I hated it.
Like, I don't like animals, specifically dogs, the most.
Yeah. Oh, that eliminates half of Tinder for you right there.
And then, like...
There's one for the board.
You got the baby mamas.
I love dogs, yeah.
I don't want to be a stepfather. I'll tell you one thing right now, though. I'd rather be a stepfather than a dog owner right now. I'll tell you that. What else? People who do those, like, star readings and, like...
astrology signs and shit?
Yeah, you can get that out here, too.
Oh, yeah. Zodiac sign.
Yeah, that's one
for the board.
Grab the board. Let's start writing these ideas down. So, obviously, The Office. That's a big one.
Yeah, The Office. People...
How many spots are on? Fuck, shit. This podcast thing's going great.
Yeah.
There's my board. So we got the free space in there, obviously.
Right.
Very official here, it's NotTopical.
Mm-hmm.
5 times 5 minus 1 is 25, 24.
24. All right.
That's a lot of spots.
Well, let me number these then. All right. We got The Office. We got astrology. We got dogs.
Go ahead and throw cats on there, too.
Cats.
Because nobody's like, I love my pet goldfish.
Travel.
I think that's just basic. Tequila. Like, liquor in general, but tequila.
Not here for hookups.
The baby mamas.
Oh, yeah. My kids come first. Or something along those lines.
Yeah.
That's on a lot of bios. Yeah. I'm putting that on there. I don't know if that's going to fit in a square, but we'll figure it out.
Sushi. Still put kids.
Sushi.
And tacos.
Tacos. Yeah.
Craft beer. And tequila are like the go-to liquors.
Yeah, craft beer. I got tequila up there.
Okay. What else do we see on every bio? So, I'm going to explain the game real quick. I'm going to look through my Tinder profile. And I'm going, whenever we see something that matches, we're going to mark it on our bingo boards.
Right.
And whoever gets
bingo
wins.
Yeah, because that's how bingo works.
Yeah.
I'm really excited about this.
I'm glad I didn't go with Tinder, because that would have been more letters. More things coming in, that would have been brutal.
Oh, yeah, that could have been rough. I know we said more before.
Yeah, like we were joking around, we had a bunch of them.
We could put
money. Just money. I see that in a lot of profiles.
Yeah, okay.
So maybe the girls I like. See, that's another problem. The girls I like, they want a rapper.
Here's my thing. You just need to branch out. Like, I think that you should go on a date with one girl who is not what you think your type is. If you don't like it, you
It
never
does.
have to do it again.
I guess.
But I think that, like,
You know what else pisses me off?
the superficial shit that you convince yourself that you care about so much. Like, if we made a list of everything that you want physically or like lifestyle wise in a girl, 90% of them are not healthy people.
Listen. You don't want to date nobody ugly.
Okay.
You have to be attracted to them.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's number one for everyone.
Right, but your standard of attraction is like, you're just too specific.
They have a type.
Right, but having a type is not the same thing as like, this person is attractive and is not like what I am generally like super going for.
Bro, you just gotta be the color of caramel.
You have dated so many white girls. That's so stupid. This is what I'm talking about.
Because listen. I've only dated one white girl, technically. I've slept with a lot of different white girls.
Okay.
White girls are just
Were they
easier
ugly?
to sleep with.
Were they ugly?
Yeah, some of them.
Okay, well, I'm proud of you for admitting that you slept with some ugly people,
Yeah.
but not all of them. That's my point. Like,
Yeah, but I don't want to date nobody ugly. I'll sleep with someone ugly in a heartbeat.
but my point is that not all of them were ugly, and even the ones that weren't ugly were not this incredibly specific like type of person that you're trying to find.
I guess so. I've also been like telling people to like hook me up with their friends. Like, hey, you got a friend? Single? Hook me up. That hasn't worked out at all.
We could do
Just food. They have food.
but we have tacos and sushi specifically already.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of things. Just food.
Oh,
Like the
I got
word food.
I got one. Music festivals.
Ah, yeah. A lot. That was a Britney thing.
People put that shit in their bio all the time.
Yeah.
We could go to like specific things you're going to see in pictures just to fill out the board, like a
No,
tattoo.
because I don't want to put tattoos. You can put tattoos on there. Beards, that's another thing. I can't grow a beard, so like
Oh, yeah.
that sucks.
All right, so like, but is this limited to what it says in their bio, or
Yeah,
like
because
okay.
I don't want to put their picture on there. You know what I'm saying?
That's fine,
Because
valid.
like I'm screen recording this. Hopefully it will work. In my mind, this is like the greatest game ever made.
Oh, we could do like I don't know if you call it a bot, but like clearly not a real person.
Oh yeah.
I just put a bot. Like, click on my link tree or
God.
oh wait, well this kind of goes along with bot. Maybe we should replace bot with this one.
OnlyFans.
No. The I don't get on here often, so message me here. That's a really common one, I think.
Yeah, that is.
All right, 5 more. A quote, just a quote.
Yeah. I think money. I see a lot of that.
I got money's right there.
Oh, okay. So many of them.
Yeah.
It's Halloween time. Fall.
Just something fall related.
White girl stuff. Pumpkin spice. Throw that underneath.
Yeah. Fall. Wait, is a separate thing?
Separate one.
Okay.
There's a lot of things we gotta fill in.
Oops, that's a P, not a B.
Someone we know.
That's gonna be a lot easier for you than me, but sure. But you don't want to put their picture on there.
Yeah, but if we know them, I'm not gonna lie and say I know somebody. I don't know somebody.
Okay.
You know more people
Yeah,
than I
but
do.
yeah, but like, what's your age range set on Tinder?
Oh, it's fucking.
Because you're a good bit younger than me, so I mean.
No, it's 18 to 64.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Bro, after that 42-year-old man, I know what they want, and I like that.
Okay. We live in the South, so I feel like we could put like country music.
Hunting and fishing. That's another one. They want a bow.
Hunting/fishing.
Yeah.
We got one more.
We gotta make this one count. It's gotta be a good one.
Yeah. Coffee.
Yes.
Coffee.
What a good one.
Yeah.
Okay, we are back. I'm screen recording. 30 miles. You with 30 miles?
Yeah, that's fun.
18 to 100. That's our range, dog.
Okay.
Done. There's a lot of teachers. We should have wanted teachers.
What's something you can say at a restaurant but also in bed?
That's not.
Yeah, that's nothing.
I'm gonna go ahead like that.
Oh, a white girl? Okay. Currently living in the sticks with my 2 dogs. Renovated a camper. Moved here and desperately need a social life.
No bio.
No bio. Not looking for anything serious. That would have been a good one.
We didn't put weed on there?
No, we didn't put weed on there. That would have been a really easy one.
What does that say? No, that's not astrology.
Anesthesiology? Yeah.
I think I already... Oh, different app, yeah. I matched it on a different app.
Ugh. Don't swipe if you're not trying to take me out.
What a douche. Jim, that was another good one. How do we forget Jim?
Yeah.
Austin.
Gym tan laundry.
Oompa.
Yes, I'm gay. Not a girl. Just have a thing for straight guys. At least I'm honest, so cut me some slack. We will cut you some slack if you ever see this.
No.
Just posted their snap. That would have been a good one.
That good one too.
Yeah. Semi formal.
Does that count as a sorority thing?
We can.
Right.
I mean, she didn't actually have like her sorority put in there, but
close enough. Way out of my league.
No bio. Waiting on my Prince Charming to break down the front door since I don't go out much. Looking for someone to spend time with and see where it goes. Nothing.
That's a bot.
Yes, that is a bot.
Yeah.
But we took bots off, didn't we?
But it's I don't get on here much.
Did she say that?
Looking to have some fun. That's close enough.
Okay. Well, we'll count I don't get on here much as
Bot.
also a bot.
Yeah.
But that is absolutely a bot. Full-time artist, major hippie.
Art. That would have been a good one too.
Patiently wait for the love of my life. No, vaccinated, please. Sending you good vibes. Follow me on IG. I don't think that's anything.
No.
If I spend one more Christmas without someone taking me to see the lights, I might go crazy.
What a white girl thing to say.
It is...
It's a blonde one, isn't it?
Nope.
No.
Down to hang while I laugh at my own jokes. A woman in STEM napping Moe's.
We should just put Spanish food on there.
Yeah, Mexican.
You want to call it Mexican food?
Yeah, we can mark tacos. You can't technically get tacos at Moe's, but...
I got 3 in a row. So far, that free space. And a date to the fair. Nah, not close enough. The beginning of fall.
Not close enough to fall.
I don't bite.
I don't bite.
Wish you would.
Gross. Not enough time to explain the crazy. Yeah. Okay.
Fantastic. No, goddamn. Where these bios at, bro? FaceTime. That's another one I see a lot. FaceTime. Fuck, I want to FaceTime.
I hate FaceTiming people.
That's the worst.
I hate it.
I don't like calling people on the phone either.
Let's go on vacation. Want to go fishing.
Fishing?
And tattoo. The triple.
The fucking 3-peat. Fishing. And travel. Got a couple 3s lined up.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. Not looking for a hookup. Dirt track racing is usually where you could find me.
Riveting. That's a nasty one.
Just some sexies looking for a good time. Wink, wink. Okay.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Huh.
I'm sorry, Kelly. I'm leaving that one on there. Holy same haircut. That was funny.
One of a kind, straight shooter, just looking to chill, meet new people. Whatever will be, will be. Please know I'm a smartass and have been talked to about my poor delivery skills. Anywho, happy hunting, fellas.
She's definitely not 50 miles away.
Living in the Philippines, looking for a kind, sweet, responsible man, looking for a serious one, no games. No games would have been a good one, too.
Yeah.
Baby face, but I'm really 24, not teenager anymore. Heart emoticon. Who even uses emoticons anymore?
Hopefully my future wife.
Name's Caroline, but I'm not always sweet.
What the fuck is that supposed to mean?
Sweet Caroline.
That's kind of
ba. Man, girls be relying on their pictures so much that, which is like valid, that they don't even have to put bios. Like,
she probably should have put a bio.
I like to read, try new things, go to local breweries, craft beer.
Yeah. Reading would have been a very good one.
For time's sake, we're absolutely counting that as craft beer.
Fuck.
Dude, if I get a sushi, all I need is sushi.
God. So right now, I got a 3 for. I got sororities, travel, tattoos. I also have a taco, a free space on sorority lined up.
Yeah, I have. So I have sushi to win. I could also get music festivals in the office. Or music festivals in fall.
I need the music festivals in office too.
Or fall and cats. I got a diagonal going. Or tequila and coffee. Ooh. You're going to come back and win. There's just no way.
I need the office and music festivals. So
we
might tie.
Yeah.
Coffee.
Yeah, definitely count coffee. I'm not nice, so yeah, you'll get your feelings hurt messing with me. Who's gonna get my Starbucks order and watch scary movies? Coffee.
Does that count as fall?
Nah, scary movies don't count as fall. But I just need sushi or tequila. So 4'11", fully vaxxed, fatter in person.
At least you're honest.
I have 3 kids. Don't message me if you don't like kids. Yep. There it is.
Alright, so I need cats and astrology. Got another 3-piece combo.
Tendency to start fires.
Jesus.
Follow me on Twitch. Start a weight loss journey. 5'10", not down for hookups. Who's going to do cute shit? I got male Reagan mates, so if you don't got a problem, don't swipe. Need some gaming buddies. Get you some plus size girl love in your life. Longest bio yet. And
back.
I'm Jill, 6th grade world history teacher, definitely a passion of mine, fan of craft beer. Working on getting in shape, still a curvy girl at the moment. So if that bothers you, swipe left. Not trying to rush anything, but I like to make a real connection. We'll see where it goes from there. The way to my heart is Starbucks and Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A would have been a good one. If you're not funny, you don't have a chance. Put your dicks up because we're not fucking. Homebody, plant mom.
God. Counting God fearing.
Disclaimer, I don't want to smoke with you. God. I need the office.
I'm the newest. I need beards and pumpkin spice. I got a 3-piece combo that way.
Yeah. Sushi or the office win it for me.
You're the only one that has 4.
Yeah. I got 4 2-ways too.
You have 4 2-ways?
Yeah, I need the office or sushi.
Damn. I only have 4.
Not here for a long time. Probably not here for a good time either. Does that count as a quote? Because it's not technically the actual quote.
Do you win off of quotes?
No. Looking for someone who can finally beat me in iMessage mini golf. Serious inquiries only.
Yeah.
We're taking quotes.
Yeah.
It's a derivative of a quote.
Bro, I just need someone I know. And if you know them or if I know them, it counts either way.
Wait, do you win?
I got a 4-piece.
Oh, because I gave you quotes.
That's what I said. That's a quote. You brought it up.
Send for a surprise. Cash App.
Does that count as money?
There's a $sign in it. Would you win?
Well, Cash App, you have to put a $sign in it.
That's fine. We'll count money. Tell me something I don't know.
Sushi.
Not a fan of sushi!
No!
Bingo, motherfucker! Let's go!
Damn. That's fucking stupid.
Dude, I mean, like, the amount of things that we, like, marked off is absolutely insane.
Like, that's something for a nice 4-piece, though. That's sushi. If we would have had tequila...
How many do we have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So out of the 25 things on the board...
music festival. See, a lot of this is like pictures though. Music festivals, that was pictures.
I don't like look when I was
astrology, that was like a thing in the thing. If we ever do this again,
yeah,
we have to like change it up.
I am like almost exactly getting close to exactly being a year removed from dating apps. And I guess a year makes a difference because I saw these things all the time.
I see them all the time too.
Yeah.
Off night. But
you got a couple likes in there though. So.
Yeah, a few. If you weren't next to me, there would have been a few more. Then judgmental likes, you know what I'm saying?
It's those accountability likes. You should always have me next to you when you're on Tinder.
Bro, if you want to take over for me, you and Anna just...
When you come over for pizza and game night later this month, I did it for Austin when we were at the beach.
Who else is coming over?
We just invited you. Just want to hang out with you.
I'm gonna bring that board then. That's in my room.
Okay.
That I have clothes on currently. Okay. But transitioning to the last topic, NotTopical, top 5 Robert De Niro movies, because he has a new movie coming out, and I forgot what the movie is.
Babylon.
What?
Was he in Babylon or Amsterdam?
Amsterdam. That's
yeah.
it. Redo that since we're cutting this and making this on YouTube video. Top 5 Robert De Niro movies because Amsterdam's coming out. So he'll tell you about the top 5, and then we'll jump into Bobby D.
So how we do our top 5s is he'll start with his 5 and 4. I'll give my 5 and 4, 3-2, 3-2. Then we trade off number 1s. We also have something called the Zemeckis rule, which just means if we both have the same movie on our list, but one person has it 2 spots or higher, we'll just talk about it once.
Jeez, my shoes are like tearing me up.
And patent leathers.
I like the look over the pants though. It looks very nice.
Time to stand.
But anyways, I think we're gonna go 5 for 5 in common, or Jordan ones.
I don't think so. I think I'm
or
gonna,
4 for 5.
Yeah, I think I have one that I don't think you're gonna use, but
my number 5 is The Intern.
Yeah,
movie's fucking hilarious. I love what Bob does in this movie. He's hilarious. He's gentle. He's kind.
Yeah.
He's acting outside of what he would usually be, and he still gets those Robert De Niro isms in there, just to be like the one with the cockles of your heart. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Number 6 for me, absolutely. Like
number 6. I thought that was gonna be one we had in common.
Yeah.
Now it's like this might be a 3 to 4. Number 4, A Bronx Tale. Favorite movie of all time. I wasn't gonna put it below.
There's just not a lot of Bobby D in that movie.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's my favorite movie of all time. So I put him in there. He's being a dad. He's being a different. Acting outside. Like, you see a crime movie, or a movie that has crime in it.
He's usually
and he's not involved. Mm-hmm. It's like, alright, he's doing something different. It's my favorite movie of all time, so I had to put it in there. But I couldn't put The Intern over it, though.
That's fair. Yeah.
Disrespectful.
Sure. So my number 5 is The Irishman. Mostly just because he is like the central. He is the Irishman, right? You get a lot of. It's a long movie. You get a lot of Bobby D in this movie, and you get him. The de-aging stuff didn't bother me nearly as much as it bothered a lot of other people. That. I barely noticed it, honestly. There's only like 1 or 2 scenes where it like really stands out to me. But yeah, he's really good in it, and he shows like a fair amount of range in it. Like, I love that you get to see this dude's entire, like, not his whole life, but basically from the time he starts crime, like, you know, just screwing over the company he works for, to painting houses, to, like, stepping way up to being the guy that makes Jimmy Hoffa disappear, basically. But there's a lot of layers to the character because, you know, he's dealing with his daughter because she knows that her dad's a shitty guy, and she had a really special relationship with Hoffa and that whole bit. And then, like, him and Hoffa were friends, and then the mob, you know, tells him he has to be the one to do it, all that, him and Pesci. And then even down to the very end, like, when he's in prison, and then ultimately ends up in that nursing home, and, like, the stuff with the preacher. I really like what De Niro does in this movie. It's definitely not his best mob movie by any stretch, but I really like him in it. And then, number 4 for me is only number 4 because you don't get a ton of Bobby D in it. So I understand that if we were just talking about how good the movie is itself, this would be much higher. But because we're basing it on Bobby D, I put Godfather Part 2 at number 4. Wait, is that not on your list?
No.
Huh.
Bro, it's favorites.
Okay. Well,
Favorites.
yeah. I mean, he's young Vito. I really like the old Italy stuff. Kind of the same, like similar stuff to The Irishman, just getting to see him like fall into this stuff, eventually come to the Americas, become like literally the Don, the Godfather. It's really good.
We're gonna have barely. I thought we was gonna boom, 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 boom. We're right there neck and neck with each other.
I feel like the next 3 we have to have.
I'm assuming this is Zemeckis Heat.
It is.
All right. Taxi Driver's my number 2.
Is my number 2.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought you went Raging Bull over Taxi Driver.
No, I went Taxi Driver.
That is surprising.
Yeah.
I thought that was going to be the one.
He does.
That or The Irishman was going to be the one difference.
He does really good work in Taxi Driver. I don't love that movie as much as other people do.
He gained weight for
Yeah.
Raging Bull, though.
He did. I don't think Taxi Driver to me has kind of like the Scarface effect. People sort of tend to praise the bad parts of this person when the intent was to show how bad like veterans and shit are treated. So the movie gets taken out of context by like modern culture, and that drives me crazy. But I'm not gonna blame De Niro for other people not wanting to look into the deeper meaning of something.
But like when you see De Niro in this movie, that's not De Niro.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's one of the rare, like, you can watch like a film that's going to be on our list later. You can watch a film and be like, Heat, perfect example.
Mm-hmm.
I'm watching Robert De Niro.
Right.
30 minutes in, you're watching that character. Robert De Niro's out your mind. This movie, from the start, Robert De Niro isn't in your presence. It's Travis Bickle, start to finish, because that performance and the character arc in it is so dark and cruel and has like, it makes you feel guilty, and it's a very powerful performance, and I would say it's the most powerful performance he's ever done. I think this is personally, not like if I had to make a list non-biased, I would say Taxi Driver is his best performance of all time. Just because it's not what you think of. He doesn't have the Robert De Niro isms in there.
Yeah.
Classic, memorable scenes and lines. Emotionally draining. Impactfulness. It's all in that character and the performance.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like the other movie that I immediately think of, well, okay, the 2 other movies I think of when I think of De Niro, like not being De Niro, is The Intern, which he still has plenty of De Niro isms in it, like you said. Maybe like, I can't remember if he's in Bad Grandpa or Dirty Grandpa, but
he's in Dirty Grandpa.
Screw it.
That's what you think of?
No. I thought about that when I was talking. But the other one I think of when I think of De Niro not being De Niro is Cape Fear, and I
forgot about that.
I
try to get that movie out of my mind.
I'm not saying De Niro is bad in it, but the original is just like so head and shoulders above the remake.
It's like, why would you
to
ever
both
want
of us
to remake it?
Yeah. So
see me, I'm with you on The Intern because I love The Intern so much.
Mm-hmm.
It's 3 for me, just because they made so many movies.
Yeah.
The Fockers.
Yeah, but he's still De Niro, and like he's still like aggressive, hard-nosed, even though he's like a former CIA guy or whatever he was in it. Like he's still very
comedy
sets
it apart. But the big one for me, and then this might be like an age thing, like if you ask my homeboy Chef Dave, he would say this. The fuck was it called?
It's a De Niro movie?
The King of Comedy.
Oh, okay.
De Niro, Scorsese did this one as well.
The Joker prequel?
What a jerk off. Fuck that movie. Those are the 2 I think of when I think of De Niro out of performances minus Taxi Driver.
Yeah.
But Taxi Driver, number 2, number 3. Number
3 was a Zemeckis. We're on my number 3.
Yeah, what's your number 3?
Which is going to be a Zemeckis because it's Goodfellas.
Yes, that's going to be Zemeckis.
And then my number 2 was Taxi Driver.
Okay.
So now we're on our number 1.
Number 1 is Goodfellas. This is my favorite De Niro performance because of the amount of times I've seen this movie. And we'll get to that in a minute. De Niro, you get to the perfect balance of De Niroisms with a good believable performance. Just like the scene where he's like talking about the shine box. He's like, "Get your fucking shine box, you motherfucking mutt." They get Tommy out the bar.
You
and he's
assaulted
like,
him a little bit.
He's like,
you
you
assaulted him a little bit.
This fucking gold, fantastic
Yeah.
performance. And as De Niro just adds to like the Italian crime scene so much. And when he does the fucking in your face with the finger thing, you won't fucking buy nothing. Like, great stuff too. Like, classic De Niro stuff. This movie, one of my favorite movies of all time. I've seen it 15 times at least. I think the 15 is like a fair... I've seen this movie 15 times. I think that's fair to say.
I believe
I'm not overshooting.
That's a lot of times to see any movie.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's why it's my favorite movie. I think if I watch another movie more, it will become my favorite movie of De Niro's because he's in it more. Shout out to Ronan. That's a really good movie. That would have been my number 6.
Yeah. So the reason Goodfellas was my number 3, it's not just because he's sharing like spotlight with Pesci and Liotta, but so that the scene we talked about, that is like the most Robert De Niro. Like if you had a film class on Robert De Niro and you're like pick one scene that just like shows Robert De Niro as an actor, I think that's a solid pick. Like if I really dissected every single film he's been in, maybe there's more, but like that one is like,
well, you get into the Dirty Grandpa.
The mannerisms and stuff is just like very De Niro. Outside of that, so like Robert De Niro is essential to Goodfellas because he is Robert De Niro. Like having him in that movie just almost automatically like legitimizes it as a gangster film. But outside of that, there really isn't like, he's not doing a ton.
Nah.
Like
he's the third wheel.
Yeah. And that's why it was number 3 for me. Excellent movie though. Number 1, I understand you could maybe make some of the same arguments there. But my number 1 was Heat, which was the Zemeckis from before. But he's co-lead basically with Pacino, right? But
I say he's the lead. I care about his character more.
Yeah.
He has the most interesting character in that movie.
I agree with that. Screen time wise,
15 minutes. Maybe.
Yeah.
There's a difference.
But yeah, like you get him and the crew, like he's the glue that's holding them together. Things fall apart when they don't follow his rules, right? So he's the ringleader. I love how smart he is in this movie. He's not like there are plenty of smart gangsters. I'm not saying they're all just dumb. Like not all of them are just a wise guy, even though he is in fact a wise guy in Goodfellas. But he's just a very intelligent person, and I really like that look on De Niro because he can pull it off. He can play the I'm gonna knock your head in and collect money guy. He can play the heist crime lord shit too. Big fan. But I also really like the stuff with him and the girl in the movie because it really like sells his character's commitment to what he does. Like this is what is really important to him, not getting caught, right? To the point to where he is like, I'm going to die before I go to jail. And the way him and Pacino play off each other, the diner scene where they like meet up in person and are basically like, you fuck off. No, I'm not going to fuck off. You quit what you're doing. Well, I'm not going to quit what I'm doing. Okay, well, I guess that one of us is going to die then. And they are both fine with that because they are men of conviction. And I love that movie a lot. It's incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've only seen it once. So I feel like I couldn't put it as my number 1 because I've only seen it once. But again, perfect balance of good performance and Robert De Niro's just being Robert De Niro, what he's vintage Robert De Niro stuff, thrown in there to make the character his own. Again, it's just so good in this movie. The character is so interesting. The rules, and everything just makes that the most kind of like The Godfather.
Don't ever get so attached to anything you can't just walk away from. That is like classic. Like obviously not everyone is a crime lord, but that specific rule is still just so penetrative to society today, especially when people are like, I want to be in a relationship, but like I'm too worried about like my own feelings getting hurt or my own self-interest or anything like that. I will not get too attached to anything that I can't just walk away from. So then people get feelings for people or whatever, and then they're like, nah, I'm too attached, so I gotta walk away.
That's why I don't watch TV shows. So when they get bad, I feel like I can't walk away. But
Huh?
Heat, what a good fucking movie.
Excellent.
Tell us your top 5 down in the comment section below. Scroll back up, hit the like button, share the video, subscribe. If you like what we're doing with this Not Topical thing, we're trying it out to the end of the year. And if it does good numbers, then we'll keep doing it. If it doesn't, we won't.
C'est la vie.
Or we enjoy doing it. We might just keep doing it because we do what we want. Miss Helen.
Yeah, do what I want. They do what they want, Pete.
It's not a game, it's a rich thing.